Hi, I'm Kimberly down at Pinkson here with the EcoMom Alliance, and today we're talking about composting. I know you've heard a lot about this, but maybe you're not quite sure how or why. The reason composting is so important is because 1/3 of all waste that ends up in our landfills comes from green waste that could have been diverted from composting. And as our landfills fill, that becomes more methane emissions going into our atmosphere and adding up to global warming. So I'm here today with a couple EcoMom Alliance friends, Chrise, Tournay, Birkhan, and Wright Penn, and they're going to show us just how easy it is to get composting at your home. Okay. 95 or something to get this going. 15 minutes of the hard work.
This work.
Of course you can. No, you can't. That's what we're.
You can dig your hole. I mean, obviously, hole digging is not an exact.
Aren't those the best shoes I bought?
This is really nice soil, so I could see why gophers like.
A couple of nice pieces that we can put in the front.
Let me put dirt in first. So
yeah.
Pull those pieces out.
Yeah. So we're going to check out your refrigerator and see if there's anything that we can compost in her refrigerator.
Get ready.
Let's see.
Okay. Yes.
So some old salad greens.
Old
basil, it looks like. Do I want to smell it? Yep, old basil.
And that's
that can definitely be composted.
Old lettuce.
Old lettuce. We can compost that. So now instead of sending it to the waste stream, we're going to be adding it to our compost now. This little drawer is perfect because that way you have it under your sink. You don't lose any space. And you can pull this out then and take it out to your compost bin. So
the one thing about your compost is that you want to make sure that it isn't compromised by things like these little twisty ties. Let's get this out to the compost.
All right. So now we're going to go make our first addition to the compost bin that we just built. Like following right behind you. Okay, so we're all set here. Okay. So let's recap here. Did a quick run to the hardware store, got your mesh, got your 20-gallon garbage can, did some measuring, a little bit of cutting, a little bit of digging, put the mesh down, then we put in the bin, then we put in some food scraps, so we drilled the holes, then we added a little bit of compost maker, added a little bit of dirt and some brown leaf waste to sort of get the right mix of nitrogen and carbon. And we're pretty much good to go?
Pretty much done.
So that was really easy. Okay.
We're just going to cap it.
Right.
And nature's going to do its job. And again, there is a lot more to be learned about compost if you want to make different recipes depending on your soil. There's an art to it depending on what you're trying to accomplish. But for us, just keeping it out of the waste stream and letting our food rot down and letting the water and the nutrients go back into the soil.
Okay, good.
You know, that's enough right there. It's a great start.
Good, good, good. So as Chris said, there's a lot of different ways to compost. What we showed you today is just one of the easiest and most efficient and cost-effective ways to begin composting. There's also worm bins. There's the 3-tiered level. There's the 3-bin level. A great resource is compostguide.com.
Time to say that we are obligated to help our earth out, and this is an incredibly easy way to do it.
For conservation.
It's an obligation for conservation, and that is what we're doing. And it's a great teaching tool, and you really feel like you have almost immediately done something.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have kept waste out of the landfill. We can't ever get enough landfills. It's just not going to happen. We have to figure out.
And you're teaching your kids every day.